taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Might as well give it to him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of bounce, but he gives them that home.
Got some room in it to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving this quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down.
How about the defender being a heat heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touch. He uncorks one deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Dobbs. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions with incompletions and receptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Weaver. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, going up top. And they got him for the sack.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And it's so hard to get these guys on the ground. They're such good athletes nowadays, and you can see had a chance to wrap him up, but he's so elusive. He gets out of the tackle, still forces the incompletion, but man, these guys are
pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great.
Pulls it in on the right. Afterburners coming. The 10. Touchdown, Cade. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
28, TCU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. Working the middle. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking for a man. It's Weaver. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, that is the case. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. they've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll keep it on the sneak.
And that's another Miami Hurricanes.
And the Canes are on the move. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Shakes off the tackler. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Buys a little time. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And that is no good. And, guys, this will stay a 24-point game. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's Weaver. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that one's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Caught. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
TCU 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously.
And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.